Okay, so this is my attempt number 25 to go live, and clearly I am so late on this one. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm 20 minutes late. I know that there were so many of you that were waiting. Yeah, this is what happens when you go live after 4 years, 2 years on YouTube. That you have forgotten what the settings are. And of course, they have launched the new YouTube studio. Live attempt number 25, guys. It took this long for me to actually get it, but thank you for being so patient. Yes. I mean, listen, I wanted to make sure that I had like the chat on. Otherwise, there's no point in having this live session. क्योंकि मैं तो gamer नहीं हूँ, and I am not a comedian, but clearly I am a comedian right now with all my attempts. But it's so wonderful to finally, like, get to chat with you guys and have like a quick conversation and see what is going on with everybody. Finally, but kudos to your spirit. You kept on trying. Of course, I kept on trying. Yaar, 2 saal ke baad, I'm finally doing a live with the tribe. And there's no way that I would just, give up so easily. I really wanted to chat with everyone and just see how the tribe is doing, just see like what's going on. I love the fact that someone just called me a boomer. Now, if you only really know how old I am. And if you guys have like any questions or anything other than my personal life, because then that seems to be the only question that everyone wants to ask. But I really wanted to chat with you and ask each and every one of you that what are some of the videos that you would particularly like to see? In the last couple of months, in the last 2 months since we launched Whack again, I've kind of been experimenting and I'm trying to see what are the videos. You know that Whack is the kind of channel where I don't really ride on the wave of what is trending. Otherwise, by now, I guess I would have made, a Sushant Singh or like a China video. But we're not going to go down that road because we also want videos that people will always watch, right? And already I'm being asked on what are my views on the Indo-China issue. What can my views be? If I was Narendra Modi, I would have made a long speech about that, but that's on another day. Political propaganda videos. Can you please do some TV show? Yeah. What about TV show reviews? I think that sounds great. Or anime content. Even that would be absolutely amazing. Also, some music recommendations. Do you offer internships? I don't offer internships in a lockdown because then, I mean, how would you be interning from home? That would be that would be a little tough, and for me to also regulate and see how we could do that. Hitesh is saying that he wants to see some videos on personal growth. Mohit is saying no reviews. Yeah, you guys are really like tough to please over here. It's evident that you care about the tribe. You had an easier option of dropping the live chat of the day and an apology. No, my God, Kumar, I would have never done that. I mean, I was actually like palpitating over here and I was like, oh God, I can't believe I can't do this right now. I love Atish's recommendation. He says that why don't you talk about the ancient Zoroastrian religion and how to practice modern day Zoroastrian traditions? My mom would be so happy if I made that. Okay, this live chat is going very fast. Ma'am, don't skip questions. Exactly. I need to not do that. Which news channel or news website do you follow to keep yourself updated? I actually really like to read world news, and and I do follow a few Indian. I don't follow news channels. I read my news. That is more of what I do. I could always go on my Instagram and I could put some links of some of the ones that you can follow that I follow as well. I honestly generally also like to follow a lot of international news and see what their perspective is when they're covering news in India. because then it's not too much on the left, not too much on the right. It gives you a fair idea of what is really really going on. Rahul wants to know, you can slow the speed chat. Yeah, Hitesh, thanks, man. See, this is what happens when you're doing a live after really long. You have no idea, okay, like what are the updates that they have done. God damn it, this chat is going 100 kilometers. Do you trade stocks? No, I don't. And I really, really should. And I think maybe that would make a great back video if we were all talking about how to manage our finances. If at a point like this people have finances, I know that times are really really tough. Amol wants to watch a video on meditation and spirituality. I think that would be something that would be amazing. Do you guys think that you could give me a whole bunch of likes if you want to see on lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming is something that I practiced a very long time back, and now I'm wondering if I should make a video on it and just explain to everybody what it's about and how you can get into it. But I would need 2 weeks to make that video because I would need to start lucid dreaming again and work on my skills to then tell you guys about it as well. See, now I went all the way to the bottom and so I lost. I hope you don't follow Arnab. No, I don't. Why does everyone think that the world is ending? Simona, I am going to be making a video. It's the one that's going to be coming out next week on Monday, where I'm going to explain to each and every one of you how 2020 is not the worst year that our planet has seen. There truly have been other times in the history of this planet where we have witnessed adversity at its peak, where we have witnessed the kind of things, mankind has witnessed the kind of things that you would have never imagined, and how it literally took the earth so many years to, come back once again. And I'm not talking about like the ice age or something like that. I'm literally talking about a time when humans were walking this planet. So I think I'm going to do that. I mean, not going to do that. I am making that. I've shot it already and I need to edit it as well. Looks like so many of you are into meditation and spirituality, and I really like that. I like the fact that everyone in the tribe has that interest. Some good novels to read in the present. So maybe some of my book recommendations should be a next video. I think the video after that we're going to do on that. Do videos on conspiracy theories. Vivek, there is already a video on conspiracy theories. You need to just go into my video section and take a look at it. It's over there. What's your educational qualification? I'm a BA in English literature. I guess that's why I'm constantly like yapping away all the time in English. What do you, oh God, guys, I can't keep up. I really need to slow this down. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to answer everyone's questions. This is the worst year for boomers. It's not. It seems like 2020 contains a virus, and I wish we could just reinstall it. If it was a hardware or a software malware that we could fix, that would be absolutely wonderful. But I want each and every one of you to know this, and please understand this. When times are tough, we really feel, oh God, why me? What is going on? I am the victim over here. And I promise each and every one of you that there have been much worse times on this planet. There have been crazier things that have happened. And right now, all of us sitting, watching each other on the internet, in with a roof over our head, this is not the worst time that ever. So stop writing that worst year ever, worst time ever. Stop putting that energy out there. Can you make a video on Indian sports women? That would be interesting. Yes, we should. The Spanish plague? No, the Spanish plague was not the worst time that we had in history. There is so much. अरे यार तुम लोग धीरे comments करो, वो comments ही पढ़ नहीं पा रही है. I feel like one, like I don't know what over here, coming back on a live after so long. Please make a video explaining to people that the world is not going to end. The world is not going to end, guys. We're all going to live to see a much, much better time. And yeah, are you talking about the times of Hitler? This is so surprising. I like the fact that this next video is going to surprise each and every one of you. I'm going to be sharing facts about the worst time in history that no history book has ever taught any of us. I think that's going to be pretty cool. What's your favorite food? I love Parsi food, and I think we definitely need to do a video on Parsis as well because it'll be so much fun. Your views on exoplanets besides Earth. Could you do me a favor? There is Hubble, the telescope, um, celebrated its birthday just a few days back. I think it was like yesterday or day before yesterday. And NASA put out some pictures of what Hubble has been recording over the last 30 years. And some of that footage was unbelievable. If you see photographs like that, and you truly think that you're the only person, not only in this galaxy, but in all the galaxies, then I think, you think too much of yourself because it's unbelievable for us to not think that, there is life outside our planet. I mean, then we're just too full of ourselves. Would be wonderful if we actually had proof on it, don't know? Instead of sounding like crazy people saying aliens exist. You should do a video on what skills. See, guys, I lost the whole chat and I don't even know where I stopped. Why did you stop acting, Tricia? Child, it was so good. Because now I'm really enjoying what I'm doing in life. And I'm really having such a great time doing this. I'm genuinely having a blast. Who knows? Maybe I might get back to acting again. I hope so. It would be great if I do. What are your views on forced diversity in corporate offices? Yeah, Ayush, ये तो पूरा video है ना. So then that'll be like one whole long thing for us to get into. What skills one should acquire in this lockdown? Ganesh, I truly think that that really depends on what you're interested in. You know what skill I acquired in the lockdown? And you guys, if you find it really funny, please put a few likes over there because you're going to make a lot of fun of me. I learned how to cook. I learned how to clean my house. I mean, stop having like the pressure of, I have to learn some or extraordinary skill over there. You don't. Learn something that you really think, maybe a life skill that you still genuinely don't have. And I'm not ashamed to say this. I feel, at least I've gone out there and I've done that thing which I wasn't doing. And now at least I can make food for myself and my family. Okay, I'm not going to do any shout outs because there are so many questions that are coming in. It's going to be really tough for me to do like separate shout outs over here. Can you please share some memories from Kambala Investigation Agency? Okay, we will come back to that. Can you also, how do you feel? Why did you stop? Oh, God, the same questions are like going on over here. I'm going to turn on slow motion chat. Yes. Guys, I'm going to try and figure out how to do that a little later. Science versus God. Now, that would be something that would be truly interesting for us to watch. Ghost stories. Hey, would love to see you live. And how is the ground situation in Mumbai? What happened to the 2-minute facts? Hey, we haven't done 2 minute, it's 1 minute facts though. I'm just going to correct you over here. It's how many facts I can say on 3 things with 1 minute each. That is a great idea, and that should be something that we definitely should do again. The only chat with, there are no dislikes? Awesome. But this is what I love about the tribe. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for not pressing that dislike button. Really, thank you. And whenever a video comes out, and if I see a dislike button in the first 30 seconds, I'm like, how did you already dislike the video? It's like a 9-minute video that I made, and in the first 30 seconds, you've already disliked it. So yeah, it is pretty funny. Do you play PUBG Mobile? So I to do a collab with a gamer where I want to do the commentary while somebody is gaming. So if you guys are following any gamers, could you please message them and tell them there's this girl I used to game a lot. Somebody went and disliked it. See, nazara dal diya tum log ne. That's why now there is that one dislike. That person just did it to like irritate all of us. It's very hard to dislike your videos. Thank you so much. But yeah, come on. I think that we should try and get like some gamer on board, and that would be great fun, right? Why did somebody just dislike that? Please do a book reviewing. You know, the next live, why don't I actually read some stuff to you guys? I have like a few passages and a few beautiful letters that I think would be absolutely amazing for us to just read live. Live streaming is so much fun, and there's only that much that we can do where we're chatting with each other. You used to game. What all did you play? Just your basic. I mean, I still when I go and like I hang with my nephews, I still play Super Mario. I love shooting games as well, and yeah, I used to play a lot, and I have to get back to it. Why don't you make some videos in? It'll be a separate channel. You should do a live stream at least once a week. We want to learn about Parsi culture and Parsi traditions. So, should I just do a live stream where I'm talking about Parsi culture and Parsi traditions? Would that be interesting? Hindi with English subtitles. But you guys are not saying that Hindi isn't needed. But if it was two separate channels, then that way you guys can still come and watch Whack over here, and you can, also whoever wants to watch it in Hindi can also do it on the other channel. I think a Hindi channel would surpass this for sure. Okay, then we can see. We can correct you if your Hindi is bad. It'll be too late now by the time I've made the video. Then how are we going to do it? Do you know Marathi? I can speak very little Marathi because I am a Bombay girl at the end of it. But I can understand Marathi really well, and I can read and write in Marathi. This is the problem with SSC education, right? They teach you how to like read and write, but they don't teach you how to talk. How popular is English in India? Where are you from that you're asking this question? English is pretty popular. You guys should reply to him and tell him. Uh, did you ever act in Bheja Fry? Yes, that was me. It was the first movie I ever did where I played this really small role where, with great confidence, I sang very badly. And till today, I'm a very confident bad singer. At least, and I have great confidence in myself, when I do that. I never know the words to a song, and everyone around me is always making fun with the confidence with which I start singing away. Can you understand the Pune wala Marathi? मला माहिती आहे, पण थोडं कच. I'm so bad now with my accent over there. Do you think that science is catching up with spirituality, or is it the opposite? There are so many things and so many discoveries that are taking place in the world of science right now, and there is so much work that is going on. I think what science is also catching up with is the fact that there is a lot that our brains are engineered to do and understand and design ourselves into. And that correlation is getting smaller and smaller. So it would be pretty interesting to also do a video on, I need to be making notes on this live stream because there are so many great topics that you guys are coming up with. Can you do Parsi food facts with Sherry? You guys need to go and message all these people. Yeah, they don't reply to my messages when I message them. Seriously. So it would really help if y'all messaged them and said, hey, we know this other person. Do you want to do a collab video with them? In this era of fake news, can you do a video on Mythbusters? So, Didi Singh, there's actually a video that I have done. It's an old video of mine where I talk about how do you spot fake news, and the fake news era really that has been going on for such a while now. You should make a video on gaming. I think I should. It looks like a lot of you really, really liked the idea of me doing that. Hmm. Which stone are you wearing on your little finger? I am wearing an emerald. It's a really nice design, and I've had it on for like a really, really long time. It's just really pretty. Can you do a video on Freemasonry? I could. This is somebody who has watched an old video of mine where I talk about how my grandfather was a Freemason, and I still have like all the medals and the certificates. And I actually still know somebody who is a Freemason in India. So I understand, from what I understand, the lodge doesn't really do. It's called as the lodge, and then you have different lodges in different parts of the world. And from what I understand, is that the Mumbai lodge, at least, they don't do too much right now, but it would be pretty interesting to see. Can you make a video on the culture of Uttarakhand? I'll tell you. This in 2020. I had two places that were on my list where I said I definitely want to go because I said this year I'm not going to travel abroad. I'm only going to travel in India and Ladakh and Uttarakhand. It was like a toss up between the two as to where I am going to go. How did COVID affect your profession? COVID really did affect my profession. All of you know that I am a live MC and I host live shows and I go on stage in front of thousands of people. And now with the lockdown, there's none of that happening. But a really interesting thing that is taking place in that space is that people are trying to do virtual events where with the green screen it's starting to become a little easy for us to do that as well. So fingers crossed, and maybe that could be something that does take off. So many of you that have also seen me on Travel XP, thank you so much. You've traveled so much and we would love to for you to share your overseas experiences. So then that could be a separate video, like 5 crazy things that have happened to me in my travels. When this is over, Rakshita, can you please, since you've been making notes, can you please go in the comments and write down all the great topics as well? Or I'll just watch this live all over again and I will make notes as well. Can you do an interview with your family members who you think could share a good memory? Everyone in my family will come, and the only thing that they will do is make fun of me because that's all that they love doing. I've done pretty ridiculous things as a child. I was quite goofy growing up. So yeah, there's a lot of things that they can do where they can make fun of me as well. I feel really bad for the winner of the Singapore Airlines competition. I feel so bad as well. Our tickets were booked, everything was done, our visas were with us. I mean, everything was done and it was ready. And at the end of the day, what do you really do, right? When the whole world goes into a lockdown. Um, but I'm sure it'll happen. I'm actually quite sure that it will happen. Fingers crossed on that one. What are your upcoming projects? My upcoming projects are going to be live events that I will be doing. And how do you feel about working from home? If I get enough work to keep me busy all the time, then I think working from home is not such a bad idea. But at the end of the day, I do really, really miss catching a flight, getting on stage in front of like thousands of people. And yeah, I do miss that as well. Thank you. You guys are so amazing and y'all have so many questions. I think I'm going to have to do another live because I'm not sure how I will be able to answer all of these questions. Do you have enough money to live your life without a job? I'll let you know about that on another time. Can you do a video on crazy mountain facts? I've walked a couple of crazy mountains. When I went to South America, we went to Peru and I trekked to Machu Picchu. We walked for like 5 days and we made our way over there. So, yes, I think that is like stuff that I can do with the crazy mountains that, I have walked. There is a lot to talk about. Can you make a video about SE and debt funds? Do you think crossing fingers work? I'm to crossing my fingers all the time. Sometimes you're like so desperate to make things happen, and you're like, come on, let me just cross my fingers and hope that something will happen. When will you enable the join button? I'm just still trying to just figure out all the features that are going on, but I definitely will have that done very, very soon. Can you make a video on the unsaturation in various fields in India? You need to write me another message, go onto my Instagram, find my email ID, or my email ID is over here as well, and I can tell you about it even more because your question is not very clear. So, guys, I had decided that I would do a half an hour live because, after that, there'll be like a lot of people dropping out. But before I do leave, I can't tell you how overwhelmed I am with the response from each and every one of you. After making 75 attempts and getting this live correct, you guys have been absolutely amazing. There have been so many questions. I probably should have put out one of those, ask your questions and then I'll like put them down again. And then I'll like put them down again. But yeah, uh, financial literacy is the need of the hour, and a lot of people need to know the basics. I have not seen Cosmos TV. I will take a look at that. And can you make a video on the history of India? Yeah, matlab history of India is like too long, right? Can you imagine what a long video that would be? Do you know Alicia Chris? No. You have asked me this question quite a few times. Okay, I'm going to quickly tell you guys about my first gig ever. I never watch live streams, and this is probably the first one this year. Okay, thank you so much. That's really, really sweet of you, Chitransh. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys about my first gig ever. I used to do a lot of theater in Bombay, and I was on stage. I was performing at Prithvi, and suddenly the play got over. Great show, of course. And this person comes backstage and says that, I have this live event, and because you've been on stage, it's pretty much the same thing. All you need to do is, because you've been on stage, it's pretty much the same thing. All you need to do is, take the script, read it, and that's it. That's all that you need to do. So I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, I'll pay you this X amount of money. And being a theater artist, I was like, oh, you're going to pay me so much money. All right, I think I'm on. I'm going to do this for sure. And then I go and I do the event. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was supposed to say. I didn't know, like how these live events are done and how they're conducted and what you're supposed to do. It was a mess. It was a total disaster. And but when I got on that stage and I just watched everybody and the responses that I got and just that feeling of being on stage, it was so amazing that I decided that this is something that I am going to do. Okay, guys, I am ending this live. Thank you all so much for giving me your time and thinking that I'm worthy of it. I will catch you guys again very, very soon. Maybe we can do some of the things that we spoke about over here in this live, and I'll come back again. Ciao.